Hi, my name is Chad Williams, and today we're going to talk about conditionals. So let's start off by writing a variable called numbers. And I'm going to just say it equals, let's say 26 to 35. So, 26 to 35. And that's what we see here, 26 to 35. I mentioned in another video we can actually pick out locations from this. So if I look at the first location, it's going to give me 26. And if I look at, the 10th location, it'll give me 35. But what if we're looking for something rather than looking for a place? I want to see if I can find the number 28. So to compare, we use double equal signs. What that means is we're looking for this number. So we're comparing all of our numbers in here to that number. And what it's going to do, it's going to give us what we call logicals. Logicals are basically just going to say if it's true or false. What we notice is this one doesn't equal 28, that one doesn't equal 28, but the third one does. And that's what we see here. So now we can actually pick out our data rather than just looking at the indices of our matrix or our variable. But we can go further than that. What if I want 28 or 30? Now what it's going to do, we'll see, is it has a bunch of falses, but it has two truths, and that's where 28 is and 30 is. So now this or, this line here, is saying we're looking for both of these two things. Now there's a lot more conditionals than this as well. So for example, we could say, well, let's look for anything that's under 30. And what we see is the first four are true, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's 30, so it's not under 30. We could, of course, do the opposite, where we're looking over 30. And so we see the last ones are true. But again, 30 is not included. But we could also go greater than or equal to 30. So now what we'll see is the difference is 30 is included here. So we can use these conditionals in very complex ways if we wanted to. So for example, I could say I'm looking for anything that's above, let's say 28. And so now we see instead of the or, we're using the and below, let's say 32. I'm going to put these both in brackets to isolate them. And what we'll see here is that we have false, 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 true, 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 false, 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 false. That's because the first three are not greater than 28, but then the last four are not smaller than 32, but the ones in the middle here are. So they're both greater than 28 and smaller than 32. So what we're able to do here is use these and or statements as well. Finally, we can combine this in even more complex ways. So let's say I want to use the same one I did here, but I'm going to even add another bracket around these just to isolate them. So I'm looking for either numbers between 28 and 32, or simply I'm looking for the number, let's say 35. I'll put a double equal sign there. So the difference here is we get the same falses at the start, same truths, same falses, but you'll see here we've also included the number 35.